Hello everyone, this is a Fruity back from the How to Play, another little trick-taking game that I just got recently. This is one of the latest games from Amigo Games called Free Chapters. And it's designed by Joe, I want to say, Who, and art by Jan Bentakis. I apologize for butchering the names. It's a game we're going to be playing 3 different chapters. Chapter 1 you'll choose, Chapter 2 you will play, Chapter 3 you will score. It's a pretty quick little game, ages 10 and up. It's for 2 to 6 players. It's designed like a book because it's all about fairy tale characters. And as such, you get fairy tale characters on the cards, like Little Red Riding Hood, Peter Pan, an ogre, a dwarf, etc., etc. Goldilocks. The box is kind of cool. It shows you where to put the gems in the cards, in case you didn't know. Or the tokens, I should say. You get, in this game, these star tokens. They're all worth 1, and there's 15 total. These green gems, of which there is 36. There's 30 of the 1-pointers and 6 of the 5-pointers. And there's 36 of the hearts in the same fashion. 30 of the 1-pointers and 6 of the 5-pointers. The cards are numbered 1 through 50, and they all feature different characters. Most of them have some kind of ability or get you gems or hearts or additional stars. But some, like the dragon, number 50, is just the most powerful one, because it's 1 through 50, so it doesn't give you anything, just probably lets you win the trick, same with the giant and the big bad wolf. So anyways, you're going to deal each player 8 cards. I set up for 4 players here. It doesn't matter the player count, you're going to get 8 cards. But there's some differences in how you do the first chapter, depending on the player count, which I will explain. But more or less it's the same. So each player is going to get a hand of 8 cards. The rest of the cards will be discarded. You won't be using them. And you're going to select a card. Maybe I select the 3 bears. Put it face down in front of me. I'm going to pass the rest to the person on my left. They're going to draft a card. Pass theirs. They're going to draft a card. And pass theirs. And they draft a card. And pass this to me. And then you rinse and repeat. So maybe I want, I don't know, maybe I want the Cheshire Cat. Then I pass the rest. And you continue doing this until everyone has 7 cards. Then, whatever card you have left at the end, you will simply discard. From the game. So you're going to have 1 card left over, you'll just get rid of it. And you're going to have a hand of 7 cards. For 3 players, it works the same way, except you're going to get 8 cards. You're going to go around drafting 4 cards, then you get rid of the rest, deal out another 8 cards, and draft another 4 cards from that. Then you're going to play with 8 cards instead of 7 cards. For 2 players, it works the same as well, except for 2 players, it's going to be more like a 4-player game where you're going to be playing with 2 ghost opponents that each player is going to control 1 ghost. And they don't score any points, but they just had to shake things up a little bit. But I won't explain too much about 2 players, just to avoid any confusion. So, that's the first chapter. You're going to draft cards until you have a hand of 7 or 8, depending on the player count. Next, Chapter 2 is playing the game. And actually, for 2 players, you're going to be getting 8 cards. You choose 2 cards, put 1 of them in front of you, and 1 to your ghost player to the right of you. And then you swap your cards and repeat. And then you're going to do that twice. 8 cards and then 8 cards. So for the second part here, whoever last saw a rabbit lays down a card face up, and then everyone else is going to play as well. This is a trick-taking game, but there is no must-fall because there's no suits. You just play whatever you want. So maybe I play the 25. And this player's going to play a card, And there's an ability here. This one actually says specifically it's for during the second chapter. Some will say during chapter 3. It says for each gem dealt into this trick, you also gain a gem. So let's just say this guy plays this. And this one is for chapter 3. Your stars are each worth 1 more point. Ooh, that's a good one. And this guy's going to go. He just play a card. And if it's worth the 3 bears, you get some gems. And this guy will play Tweedledum. Tweedledee. It says if it's for Tweedledum, number 10, you get a heart. So, the way it works is whoever plays the highest card into the trick wins the trick, and they collect a star. That was me. Yay me. God, I just quoted Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yay me. So you're going to do that, and then the card that you played, you're going to look at the ability and earn point markers as a reward for it. And then you collect a card face up in front of you to keep it for scoring. So you don't collect any of the cards played in the trick, you just keep the one that you played. So you're going to draft cards at the start to try to score you points at the end and during the trick phase. So this one says, for each of these dealt in this trick, you also gain 1, but nobody was given any. This guy, it's only going to affect them later on if it's with the 3 bears. This one, 1 star. Your star each worth 1 more point. We'll see what happens. And this one is worth a Tweedledum. So then I won. I get to lead again. Maybe I'll play this 8. It's Alice. And this guy played the highest card, so he wins the star this time. And let's see what the abilities say. It says you get a gem for each of this symbol, which is shown here on the back. That is a animal. So for each animal in this trick, you're going to get a gem. Nobody played an animal, so he doesn't get any gems. The gems would have the animal would have this symbol on it, but this is from the previous trick, so it doesn't count. I get 1 heart for each these mushrooms. Or actually, Wonderland is what it is, but it looks like a mushroom, because it is. So is there any Wonderland? There is not. I don't know if you get for the one that you have. I would assume no. I didn't actually see anything of that. I can verify it. Let me just double check. So, okay, so it says, if it says for each other, it doesn't include your card. But in this case, it does include my card. Actually, no, it does say for each other. So so for each other of these magical items, or Wonderland items, you would get a heart. But there is no more, so I don't get anything. If this guy was in it, yeah. This guy wins. Oops, he's going to lead a card. Let's see what happens here. We'll just play cards randomly. And this guy wins with Puss in Boots. And he's going to get a heart. So he's going to get a star for winning the trick. And I'll explain why you're collecting all of these gems and tokens. He's going to get a heart for each of these characters, which is the monsters. Any monsters play into the trick? No. So he doesn't get anything for there. So he gets a heart for each of the crowns. There was none. He's going to get a heart. This is actually only for the 3rd phase, so he doesn't get anything. But it says if you have 4 hearts, you get 4 hearts. At least 4 hearts. And I get 1 gem for each of these. So that includes mine this time. So I get 2 gems. And this guy won, so he's going to lead. We all play a card. So we're not mixing those up. And so this guy wins. He's going to get a star again. And it says here in the second phase, if you win this trick, you get a heart. So he's going to get a heart for winning the trick as well. This guy, for each card with a value of 41 to 50, he gets a gem. He gets one gem because there's a 41 to 50. This one, a heart for each other one of these. I believe it's a villain. No, that is a kid. Kids are villains, aren't they? And there was no other kid, so he doesn't get anything. Poorly timed. And if with Tweedledee, I get a heart. 11 was not played. So then this guy won. He's going to lead. We all play into the trick. He wins again. It's at a star. He says for each kid, he gets a gem. There was one kid, so he's going to get a gem. So I play the kid, Pinocchio. This guy says if there's at least one crown, you get a heart. There is not. This one says for each of these, I believe that's magical, indeed, you get one gem, so he gets 2 gems for that. And if with Geppetto, you get number 26, you get 3 hearts. So he gets nothing right now. And then this guy leads again. I'm probably going, I'll just put the cards out randomly here. Don't worry about it. So this safe sitter counts as every symbol. It doesn't get me anything, but it's going to help other players, which is probably one I shouldn't have kept in that regard. So if this guy wins the trick with the highest one, he gets a star. He's got the Hatter, the Mad Hatter. He gets 1 gem for every of the Wonderlands in this trick. Technically, this counts as a Wonderland, so he gets a gem for that. This one, a heart for each card for value of 1 through 9. So he gets a heart because I played 1 through 9. This one, if with the Big Bad Wolf, you get a 48. He's not in this trick. And then I get nothing because I don't have a scoring condition. And everyone is going to play the last card into the trick. And that will be the end of the game. So he wins. No, I win. I play the 35. And here it says, if you win the trick, you get 3 gems. Or if you win the trick and Goldilocks in this trick, you get 3 hearts. C is not here, so I get 3 gems. So that's kind of cool. This one, 1 gem for every monster? No, villain. So that's the villain symbol. So 1 gem for every one of those. There is 1, so he gets a gem. This one, Hansel, if with Gretel, get 7. If with the witch, you get a heart or a gem. That's not in this trick. And this one, for each other villain, you get a heart, but he is the only villain. So then, you're going to go through your hand and potentially score more points based on what they say. So, for instance, this one to give me a heart for each other of the Wonderlands. I don't have any more. However, I do have this one, so it actually counts as a Wonderland. So I would get a heart. This one does nothing. This one only if it's with Geppetto, which it's not. If it's with Tweedledum, which is not. For each one of these axes, which is a dwarf, I would get 1 of those. And I do have Tweedledum, so I get 2 of those because of that. Cheshire Cat, 1 gem for each. For each gem dealt in this trick, you get 1. That was done. And this one is only if you win the trick. It even says here it's for the second part, so you get nothing at this point. So then, I'm going to go through his hand here as well. Your stars are each worth 1 more point. So I'll just leave that here. Or Yeah, I'll just leave that there for a moment. If you have at least 4 hearts, you gain hearts. He doesn't have any hearts. He's heartless. This one is a gem for each animal. He does not have any. Poorly drafted. This one, a heart for each other kid. Okay, he's got 1, so he gets a heart. This one says it's a gem for each other magical, or, yeah, magical, each other one, so nope. Or for each one, sorry, so he does get a heart, or a gem, sorry. Because this one is that, not each other, it's all. And this one is with the big bad wolf. It's not, last I checked. And Baba Yaga. For each other one of these symbols, you get a heart. He doesn't have any more. And then this guy's going to do the same thing. You go through Hansel. If it's with Gretel, this one. So that's not going to give him anything. This one, a heart for each card, value 1 through 9. He has 2. So he gets 2 hearts. Unicorn, if there is at least 1 crown, you get a heart. He does. Humpty Dumpty. For each card value of 41 to 50, you get a gem. He has 1. He's got the 41. Again, you got to draft better when you're playing and hopefully do better. The Fairy Godmother, for each crown, you get a heart, and he does have 1. Oops, I think I just gave myself a heart there. If with the dragon, you get 1 of each. It's not. And Goldilocks, if with the free bears, it's not. So you can put these aside. You can put these aside. And finally, the last player. So, the Wicked Fairy Godmother, you get a gem for each of these, once again, is the villains. He has 3 of those, so he's going to get 3 gems. I think this player is going to win. I'm just guessing, based on all the gems and everything. Gem for each one of these shrooms. And he's got 2. So he gets 2 gems. Let's just give him this 5, and then we'll leave those 2. We did that one already. This one is a gem for each kid. He doesn't have any kids. Or he doesn't. This person doesn't. If you win this trick, you get a heart. They did, I believe. Puss in Boots, 1 heart for each. That is a monster. They don't have any. This one, if with Snow White, it's number 19. It's not. And number 11, if with Tweedledum, it's not. So I'll put those aside, and we're going to score points. And it says here how you're going to score points. Each star is worth 2 points. Each heart is worth 1. And each pair of gems is worth 1 point. So I would have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And this one doesn't count. It's by itself. So 8 points. This guy has 2, 3, because of this, add 1 point. 4, 5 points. So he definitely doesn't win. This guy has a bunch of hearts, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And this guy has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It says 10, 11, 12, 13 points. You win the game because it's probably easier to go for every pair here. So 2. So he's got 4 pairs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So he would win the game. That's how you play the game. It's a simple little game about drafting the cards, basically to tell the stories and play them at a good time to be able to score as many points with them. If you win the trick, you get stars, which give you points. Yeah, it's a cool little game. The cards are nice quality. The tokens are, fine for what they are. I maybe wish the borders were white, but, or, whatever, to match the faces. But it is what it is. So that is that. Nice little game. Comment, like, subscribe, and know what you think. And we'll see you next time with more. And as I point out, each game is going to be a little bit different because you're going to have different characters in the mix. You're never using all the cards. So yeah, see ya. Thanks for watching.